guys, welcome to session 3. Those of you who have watched session 1 and session 2 understand how this works, so I'm not going to go through the whole explanation again. Today's session is going to be on rhythm, the musical concept of rhythm. But before I go on to today's session, I'm going to reflect back on session 2. I won't reflect on the actual outcomes of how that experience went with the group of participants, but I'll be reflecting on my presentation and what I felt after that and what I could improve on. Now, in the reflection of the first session, I picked up that I had taught one of the songs incorrectly, the song about clocks. And in session 2, I tried to improve on that. And holy guacamole, I've still got it wrong. On Saturday morning at 3 o'clock in the morning, which is always the best reflection time, the penny dropped and I worked out what I have been doing wrong with that song all along. So here we go, 3 times lucky. We're going to try and fix it this session. And as I've said to people in the past, we're not doing any editing. So mistakes that are done are just staying there for posterity. So this time round, we're going to try and fix that song, Clocks. And I do apologise. I say to you, do as I say, not as I do. Always be prepared. I thought that I was. I've known that song for many, many, many years, but I've just had problems with the first part. So I apologise profusely. The other thing I wanted to reflect on from the previous session was when we talked about the Early Years Learning Framework, and I had the Early Years Learning Framework outcome for point 1 up there, and we read it through at the end of that session and felt that we had done a few of those things. We'd been enthusiastic, we showed persistence, imagination, confidence, cooperation, but there was a really important word in that outcome that I want to address today. In that outcome we have the word creativity. And so often people feel that if they do an art or craft or a music experience, just by the very label, it becomes a creativity based outcome. I'd like you guys to think about, what is creativity? Is it something where you're following instructions by others? Is it something where the end product is already known? Sometimes I go to centres and I see stencils being used, and the outcome that's put with that is creativity. And I question that of students, and I would like you to question whether there is in fact any creativity when the outcome, the actual product is already there. And it's the same with music. What I'm doing with you guys is instructional. I'm not really giving you great opportunities to create. I'm giving you skills and knowledge of the different musical concepts. So I wouldn't see these sessions that I'm presenting as encouraging at this stage creativity. I see that they will lead to creativity when I put our instruments in the environment and the children can play them at their own will, and will be able to use those concepts of beat and rhythm and all of the other things that we'll be working on in their own way. That will be creative. When they're using movement and listening to music and reflecting that through how they use their bodies, that will be creative. But these experiences now, these sessions that I'm presenting, are not creative experiences. So please keep that in mind. Just because it's music doesn't make it creative. Also, when we're introducing instruments, normally at the first time that instruments come out, I would let the children have a play with them at their own pace, experiment with them, see how they sound, play with them before I get them to play the beat. And I didn't do that with this group of adults because I know that they already know how all of those instruments work. But if I were working with children, I would introduce the instruments in a session and I would let the children play them and experiment with them, and keep in mind that we want them to respect those instruments and play them in a correct way, but for them to be able to listen to the different sounds that those instruments make. And then at another time I would introduce those to use to play the beat. So they're my reflections of last week. This week, as I said, we're working on rhythm, and the rhythm of the music is where it's following the pattern. It's following the pattern of the words or the melody, and it skips along just like that melody does, or just like the words do. It's not consistent like the beat. The beat stayed the same all the way through the song, whereas the rhythm will follow how we're singing those words, and we'll see more of that in this session. So I hope you enjoy it, everybody. Have a really great day. Today we've got different people coming in, or some different people, because we've not normally done this on a Friday for a bit of fun, but we've had people that come on different days and don't work on Fridays asking if they could be involved. So we might have a different mix of people. The group may not be huge because, again, we are servicing our students by being able to be on the phones and emails, but whoever comes along is more than welcome, and don't be surprised if you see some new faces. See you soon. Oh, this is not a very loud one today. Everybody that can join music time, come on in the room, everybody. If you're busy now but you want to join later, you can do that. Remember, if you can't stay the whole time, you can leave. Come and join us, everybody. Let's have some fun. Come on, guys. Come on in. People that are new, you can sit on the chairs because you're grown-ups. Okay?
I'm into it.
Okay, everybody comfortable? We'll start while we're waiting in case anybody else comes. And I do some songs to get us into the group time before we do the concepts. You don't know the songs? Oh my goodness, you're in trouble. You will learn them quickly. They're easy songs. So while we're waiting for our others, we're going to do a song called A Jumper, Jumper, Jump.
Oh, before I'll bring my glasses.
Oh. We're going to do a clap, clap first because we're all sitting down. You ready? A clap, clap, turning around and then a clap, clap, turning around again. A jump, jump, turning around and then a jump, jump, turning around again. What else could we do? Tap your head. Tap, tap. Turning around and then a tap, turning around again. What else could we do?
Wriggle.
Wriggle, wriggle, turning around and then wriggle, turning around again. One more. What else could we do? Oh, you're dizzy. Aiden, you sent an interesting thing today because it's not a fun Friday. Aiden said it might be
Thursday Thunder.
Thursday Thunder. What could we do to make a thunder sound?
Stamp.
Stamp. Turning around and then stamp. Turning around again. Sit down, everybody. Whoops, I almost missed my chair. This might be everybody that we have today, which is fine. So those of you that don't know the songs, don't worry about it because they are easy songs, and we will redo them anyway before we do the concepts. Last week we did beat, and it went really well, didn't it? Those who were here, we could do that really easily. And there was one song that I had lots of trouble with. Who remembers what song that was?
What, TikTok?
Clocks, that's it, with the TikToks. And I said that I was going to teach it better the second time, didn't I?
Yeah.
Guess what? Holy guacamole! I still got it wrong. So, and I blame Louise as well because I said to her, didn't I?
Yes,
Wheezy, if I don't do it right, you make sure you go, stop, Irene. But we just didn't work it out. So I'm going to teach it again. And on this time, remember we said that wasn't a very good song for beat because there was too much other stuff going on? Well, it's actually a really good song for beat if you do it properly. So I want you just to listen this time, okay? And that way you might hear the difference. I think you'll hear the difference because it's quite clear. I'm going to sing it and I'm also going to tap the beat on my knees, and when I'm finished I want you to tell me what is different this week. After 1, 2, 3, 4. Big clocks make us sound like tick tock, tick tock. Small clocks make What did I do differently?
You were slower. The big clock
The
only went tick
big clock.
It sort of took an extra beat.
It took an extra beat. So the beat clock was even slower than I was doing it. See if you can do it the same with me this time. If you can't sing the words, that's okay, but tap the beat. Okay, so we can remember what the beat is all about from last week before we go on to a new thing. After 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Beat clocks make a sound like tick tock, tick tock. Small clocks make a sound like tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. And the tiny little clocks goes tick 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 tick. Very good beat. Did it work with the beat this time? Yes, it did. Did you notice again that the beat didn't change? Did our words change?
Yes.
Come and join us, Jess. Yes, so the first one was very slow. The middle one was medium. And the last one was fast, but the beat stayed the same. So now we've worked out that song. Finally, I'll be able to sleep at nights. So we started with that one today and we remembered the beat from last time. And today we're going to do the rhythm. The rhythm of a song is the pattern. You know how we just worked out that some of the words were slow, some of them were medium, and some of them were fast? We're going to tap the rhythm of our words. We won't do clocks again because we'll try and make the session a little bit shorter. We'll do a ram, sam, sam. We'll count to 4 and then we're going to count to 3 with the ram, sam, sam. I'm sorry, that one comes in a little bit early. And instead of tapping the beat all the way through, we're going to tap the pattern of our words. So see if you can listen to it. If you're not sure about it first off, just listen and sing the words, and then when you think you've got it, you can join in with the rhythm, okay? 1, 2, 3. Ram, sam, sam, ram, sam, sam, gooly, 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 and the ram, sam, sam, a-ra-dee, gooly, 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 and the ram, sam, sam. Did you see the difference with the beat to the rhythm? It's very different, isn't it? This time, let's do it with our feet. And a clap if you want to, but it might be tricky in the fast bits. After 3. 1, 2, 3. Ram, sam, sam. Ram, sam, sam. Gooly, 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 and the ram, sam, sam. A-ra-dee, gooly, 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 and the ram, sam, sam. That's tricky, isn't it? Getting our feet to do that. Can you feel the difference between the rhythm and the beat? Absolutely. Let's see if we can do it to clickety-clack this time. And because we're going a little bit faster, we've done the body percussion, we've done the bit of gross motor movement. Now we're going to do the rhythm with instruments. And remember last week we talked about these beautiful instruments that we have here and how to play them and how to treat them very precious. To do the rhythm the first time, we're going to use these most amazing instruments, the tapping sticks or chopsticks, so that we can get the rhythm. We're going to sit down and do this. And what do we remember about the tapping sticks? You're right. What do we remember? Where do we keep them?
On our knees.
On our knees, please. Why is that?
Because they tend to play around.
They do! They just want to play all the time! Beautiful remembering, Aiden. So if you sit down and put your tapping sticks on your knees, please. And I don't have any delicious Chinese food on them, so don't put them in your mouth. Here we go. Okie dokie. And I'm going to use my Chinese tapping sticks today as well. So we're going to do... Have we done clickety clack yet? Yes, we just did that. No?
No, we did a ram, sam,
We did. We did a ram, sam, sam. I'm in a funny place today. Okay, so we're going to do clickety clack. We're going to count to 4. What are we playing? Are we playing the beat? Where it all stays the same? What are we playing?
Rhythm.
The rhythm. And the rhythm follows the pattern of the words. That's right. So clickety, 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 clack, clack. Keeps twisting our tongues. Let's see if it twists our tapping sticks as well. So after 4, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Click, clack, clickety, clack. Here comes the engine up the track. Hopping and hopping and hopping and hopping and clickety, 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 clack. That's quite fast, isn't it, for the tapping sticks? Very fast. Could we do fast tapping sticks and fast feet? Could we do that? Oh, we love to live on the edge after 4. We're not going to walk it this time, we're just going to do it. Here, Aiden, are you okay with that? It's a bit tricky when you're on the floor. After 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Click, clack, clickety, clack. Pick up the end and up the track. Hopping and hopping and hopping and hopping and clickety, 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 clack. Oh, when you're doing that with children, it's probably not going to work very well because it's really, really hard. So all of these things that we've done in one quite fast group time, you would be spreading out over a very, very long time. And so we've remembered beat in one of our songs. We've learnt a new concept of rhythm. We've practiced it in different ways. We wouldn't introduce instruments in the first time that we're doing rhythm, but we're showing you how you would eventually do them. And then we move on to other fun things. Now, what could we do with jig jog with the rhythm? Who has any ideas? That's okay, you'll learn it because it's not hard. Would you like to play some of the other instruments? Okay, well, bring your tapping sticks back. Take any of the other instruments. Keep in mind, some of them are very tricky. Triangle and the finger symbol is very hard. And rhythm is fast, so you've got to be really careful. This 0 needs that. Oh, you've got one, yes. Be very gentle with Sylvia's drums. I'm going to play. Last week I called it the Hawaiian Peninsula. That was a bit silly. It's the Hawaiian Islands, isn't it? My swimsuit from Hawaii. Okie dokie. If you don't know the song, listen carefully. When you think you know it, join in. We're going to sing it 2 times in a row. Okay, so when we finish it once, we'll just sing it again. So I want you to join in when you think you know it. After 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Big dog, big dog. What am I doing? I'm singing clickety clock with the chicken. I'll try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want some tambourine like this to get that rhythm happening, so it's not just shaking, okay? Did you notice sometimes when our words take a rest, the instruments take a rest too? In the rhythm, we always take the rests as well. So we'll do that again. Are you ready? If you think you know it now, join in. I can hear some beautiful voices. After 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. To do a little bit more of a consistent pattern like the beat, and our hands hands are going to be trying to play the rhythm, and that's really, 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 really tricky. So that's the rhythm part of today. Let's put our instruments back. And I'm going to play 2 different songs for the finishing up. I'm going to take this beautiful drum. Those of you who weren't here last week will hear that Sylvia made these out of flower pots and paper. Very clever. Now, this song goes like this. Listen to the Indian play upon her drum. Can you copy that? Listen to the Indian play upon her drum. Good listening. Ada, would you like a turn to play on the drum? Listen to the Indian play upon his drum. Beautiful, Ada. Would anyone else like to play upon the drum?
Dan would.
Jesse, Dan can make his own choices.
Doesn't Jessica want to have a go?
Would anyone like to have a turn?
I'll have a go.
Okay, Michaela. Listen to the Indian play upon her drum. Beautiful. It's a very good song for getting everybody to listen very carefully. And now we're going to do another listening song to go outside. And the first time we had the best time being a train. This time we're just going to walk. And I want you to follow me. And then eventually we will go out to our desks. And when you get to your desk, you can leave our little bit of a line. Okay? Oh, well, you walk and you walk and you walk and you stop. Oh, well, you walk and you walk and you walk and you stop. Oh, well, you walk and you walk and you walk and you stop. Oh, well, you walk and you walk and you walk and you stop. Oh, well, you jump and you jump and you jump and you stop. Oh, well, you jump and you jump and you jump and you stop. Oh, well, you jump and you jump and you jump and you stop. Oh, well, you jump and you jump and you jump and you stop. Oh, well, you stamp and you stamp